beautiful Starborn. This is Standswithbear.
And this is Lightstar.
And we are honored to speak with you today.
Thanks so much for joining us today. We have a lot to share with you about many different things, but our main topic is, with all the crazy energies going on in the world at the moment, we want to share a little bit about some ways that you can glide through this time with grace and ease.
The important thing that you understand, or that you need to understand, is that even though there's so many things going awry in this world around you, to stand steadfast and strong in who you are. Now, if you've watched any of our videos in the past, you know that we always speak about empowerment, empowering yourselves and what is within, the deepest part of you, the deepest core of you. Remember, you're in the world, but not of the world. So therefore, you beat to a different drum.
We know that this challenging time is also a beautiful time, because we've all chosen to be here at this moment to experience what we are to experience and to grow spiritually as well as here on the planet in our own 3D lives as well. We need to understand that that is not separate. We are all one being unified here, and we're all growing and learning together. These are important times for us to learn more about who we really are, and not so much about what we've been taught of who we are, because we are so much more than what we think of ourselves, just our little selves. We are expanding and growing tremendously, and that's why a lot of us have chosen this time period to also rise above some of the negative and lower vibrational energies, so that we could learn from that and to rise above that.
Many of you have been here for centuries, present company included. This is the day that we have all been waiting for. We've worked very hard and trained all these centuries to do the very things that we're doing now. Each one of you are a beacon that attracts other Starborn. And when the Starborn ignite and awaken, they literally become a walking pillar of light, a beacon that calls to the heavens, and it transmutes the energy wherever you may walk upon the earth. Hence the reason so many of you out there have been shuffled around to this country or that country or this location or that location. Most of the Starborn I've been talking to recently, including myself and Lightstar, part of it to us is it's a lot of disarray because we're being moved from the homes we've had for such a long time. Nothing is permanent. In fact, impermanence is what the whole of the universe is about. How else are you to grow and move forward and evolve into the true beingness of who you are and who you've always been?
And sometimes it requires clearing on this place. We have to clear out some of the old in order for the new to come in. And that's really where we are right now. So like Standswithbear said, we're in this too. We're in the same boat with a lot of you that are having to do some clearing, releasing. So what we're actually doing is, even though in transition we may not know exactly where we're going to go or what we're going to do and how things are going to change, but we are also clearing out our house. We're talking closets and drawers of old, stagnant, energies that need to move. And this is a good thing to do anyways, on a regular basis. But we definitely are going through that here of just releasing some old stuff in order to make room for that new and the new energies coming in, which are already here, by the way. They are here. People talk about it's coming, it's coming. It's like, well, those energies are already here and integrating with a lot of us. I mean, the energies of whether it be Wavex or some or anything, the heavens, the supermoons and the blood moons we're having, and all of that, we're also receiving a lot of light energies, and that causes some disruption in our own physical bodies. That is happening right now.
Here's some of the symptoms you may be experiencing. Your eye twitching, or parts of your body twitching for no apparent reason whatsoever. That is because your DNA and the part of you, of that Starborn, is being fine-tuned, much like you would fine-tune a piano so that all the strings are in harmony. So all these vibrations that are going through your body, it's literally fine-tuning all of those things so they work in harmony with each other along with the new vibration coming through. Another one is called parashifting. And what parashifting is simply when you start recognizing past lives, future, and present all coinciding at the same time. You'll get little flashbacks, like you'll be walking someplace and all of a sudden you have a flashback of being right there and then. It goes beyond that of deja vu. It's something that is shifting between the heavens and the earth. Now understand that past, present, future all coincide same linear time. But normally we have a barrier between those so that you can't always see what's going on with the other one. Well, now those veils are falling and they're starting to dissipate. That's why a lot of people that see, the spirit world when they never saw it before are freaking out because the veils are dropping. And believe me, they're just as surprised to see you as you are them. Kind of like the commercial on the M&Ms, they do exist, so they're looking at us at the same way going, what's going on? And what's going on is a beautiful thing. You're changing, you're shifting, and you're evolving, and you're growing. So do not have any fear of these things that fall around you. Remember, he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. We are in the world, but we are definitely not of the world.
And along those lines, I just received a channeled message coming straight from the Elohim of light, who actually described some of these physical sensations and what was happening to people's bodies and what will be happening. And they shared with me about the new frequencies that are coming in that's actually overlaying our own chakra system. The chakra system that we know of, they're actually overlaying a light body that's coming in. So all of your light bodies are coming into your physical body now, which is not that you haven't had a light body before, but we haven't been integrated down here with our light bodies. And so there's a whole process that goes within this that happens to our physical body. And so that causes some of these symptoms that we're having of muscle twitches, growing pains, we like to say, because it literally is growing and stretching out of your form. And they explained to me that the light body actually is not like your aura. It's a different purpose. But the light body energies and the DNA codes that come along with that are actually going straight into your cells. So it's going directly into your cellular structure. So if you imagine a cell there's this light around it, this light energy that's coming now to make its way into the cell, and it's bringing they called it a new brain of the nucleus of your cell. You're receiving more information, new information. And so the cell is going to be changing and shifting, and that is going to also make your entire body, your physical body, shifting as well. And so there's a lot of these different symptoms that are coming through, but we wanted to also say that because the times are so challenging with energies and we're trying to just balance ourselves and we're trying to just survive in a lot of ways, that sometimes these physical sensations can be disruptive to us, but understand that they're also here to expand our energies, to help us to go beyond where we are and where we've been, because we are always changing, and that is just the natural progression.
Scientists still have not figured out yet that every cell in your body has a consciousness, has an understanding, knows its purpose. It's not just some random thing that's in your body. This is a very incredible biological masterpiece that was created, and you have yet to tap into it. We have yet to tap into this incredible machine. Yes, it is a popsicle suit, as my brother Ryan from Team Light has said many times, but even more so, it's a pretty great popsicle suit because there's a lot of tools here that can be utilized. But the one thing that stands above all things, which is very important that you hear my words, is that almost all the things that you've been taught since you were a child or non-reality. You've been told so many things of disempowerment, and I wish to speak to you of empowerment. Because you are in your little popsicle suit, so to speak, but you have power beyond measure. And the only way that you find that is to relinquish that of who you think you are, who you think you've been. And of course, reclaim who you've always been. So that, my friends, is why a lot of you have been guided to go to many different countries, including myself, because you're picking up pieces of yourself along the way. It's called the gathering. You remember that word, the gathering? The gathering is when you're gathering the parts of yourself that have been dispersed across the planet through many millennia and lifetimes. Sometimes you go there physically to gather those parts of yourself. Other times, through travel, astral travel, or even your star family sometimes will assist you with that very thing. But in the gathering, it's not just a gathering of more starborn and more people coming together. The gathering of energies as a one unit, a focus. It's never been about individuality. It's about connectivity. The same with your heart. Remember the Matrix? Remember when Neo was first learning about the Matrix? And he heard that mysterious voice that said, "Duck, go down the hallway. Go through this door now. Now go up the scaffolding." And because he listened to his heart, he found the truth of all things. And this is what Lightstar and myself are calling you to do now in this time of disarray. Listen to your heart. It only knows truth. The mind will confuse you. Even your eyes at times will deceive you. Your bastion of light is to listen to your heart and to awaken that sacred place within you, that sacral point in your body, the true area of manifestation, the seat of the soul where the Creator resides.
And, we're actually going through, as a collective consciousness, all of us, this year kind of is coming to a head. It has been, opening up transparency, so to speak, all of the things that are, been hidden and are now coming up for the surface to be seen. And that's important because it's part of the Aquarian age. We just came out of the Piscean age, which is beautiful in itself, with all the intuition that we've been learning. But the Piscean age also was keeping some things hidden. That's just the natural order of Pisces as well. And with Aquarius, which is completely the opposite almost of that, which bringing everything out into the open. And so now the new discoveries are happening. Corruption is being brought to the surface so that we can see it for what it is. And we're receiving a releasing period, really, and energies of releasing. And that's really going to be going on all the way through 2016. Because, again, just like I was saying, we clean house to get rid of the old. Before the new can come in, we have to make room for that. And so we're making room now for the new innovations, the new solutions, the new healing methods, the new, basically everything from music to creativity, art, everything that you can think of, sciences. And all of these areas are releasing kind of old, stuck kind of energies and solutions that may have worked at one time, but they just aren't working for our changing world anymore. And so these are the new things that we need to, kind of prepare for. So we are releasing, as a whole, a lot of different energies before the new can come in. And one of the things I did so that I could help you out a little bit with just some advice and suggestions and guidance from my Magical Dimensions Oracle and Activator cards. These are cards that I've picked specifically for this reading, or for this reading for you right now, basically on how to help you with these changing times. And what cards I picked was, I first picked the Inspirational Creation card, and the words on the card are basically alchemy, the elements, and innovation. So this meaning we need to find new solutions for our anything basically that's happened in our personal life. We need new solutions, not the old ways, but new, innovative, creative solutions to help us. So asking your guides, if you can't figure out a problem or something's going on in your life, ask your guides to show you, ask your higher self to show you a new way. Ask them to show you an innovative way. It's really important for us to focus on that right now, because we need that. And the other thing that I picked was the solar portal, which is about being centered, balancing power, and manipulation. And so this is the beautiful solar energy, which is right in the middle of our gut. You know, it's our intuition, our gut intuition, our base level. It's really the seat of our power. And it's about being balanced in this area and watching for some of the manipulation and controlling powers that either you might have or that is being brought into your life, and to balancing those. Really important right now to be stable. You know, it's also getting grounded and in the physical world. And then I've chosen a card that's called Isolation, and this is loneliness, reconnection, and home. And this card is really suggesting that all of you connect with people. Don't do this alone. I know sometimes you all feel very alone and there's nobody out there and you're just doing this all by yourself. But connect with others. Connect, whether it be family, friends, star friends especially, are really, really important at this time. For those of you that are connected to Starseed, really try to reach out and call out to your home and people that can support you in this time period. It's really important because actually if you gather with your star friends here, each of them will also activate you and you will activate them. So you all help each other, in other words, to ascend or to go through the ascension process. And then lastly is the wisdom card of psychic intuition and truth. And this is really about trusting your intuition and heightening your intuition to the extent that you don't have to listen to other people outside of you, you know, because that is like the old way. And it's not to say you can't listen to other people, but it's really about going within and getting your answers first from within yourself, and to trusting that, you know, doing some tests on your spiritual progression and test your own intuition, you know, do it so that you can make sure you feel confident of what you know feels like yes, what you know feels like no, and that you can be very clear, because that intuition is going to come in very handy, and it's going to be much more needed as we progress further. It's going to be basically our base tool that we have in our tool shed, and we need that really badly at this time. So these are some things to help you along the way to, again, just to summarize, you know, the creative solutions, to be centered and balanced and in your power, to be around others that support you and love you and can bring you higher, and also to hone that intuition that is so important. So yeah, these are my beautiful oracle cards that are so right on and accurate with everything I asked them. So
for a moment, I just want to let you know that you have all the tools that you need to get through this transition and this time period. Like I told you before, you've been trained to do so for eons of time. You know, when all hell breaks loose and everything's in disarray and the 1%ers are going, oh my God, my 10th house in the Hampton has been destroyed, and they're freaking out, like running around like chickens with their heads cut off, that's when we step in and go, look, calm down. It's not as bad as you think. Grab that shovel, dig the trench, put the seeds 3 feet in between each other, and stop whining, because there's no whining in the new world. And this is what we are to help bring in, that new world. Now, how do you shift it? How do you change it? You don't create a new world with violence or anger or even war. You simply create a modality that's so appealing that everyone goes, I want to do that. I don't like that other thing. I want to do that. Then there is no war. It's just simply a choice. And that's what we're giving you, the choice. You can hear our words today and simply pass it off as merely words, or you can listen to the depth of your heart and understand the words we speak this day. and what it means to you and those around you. We do this because we love you. We do this because this is why we are here, to assist others. There is no greater deed than to be in service of others. There's no greater deed than you will ever do than that. So once again, keep your eyes to the sky. There's always hope. If you must pray, pray. Whatever it is that you use, whether it be meditation, certain types of foods, drink, dance, song, whatever it may be that quells your heart and brings you to that place of peace and that personal altar within. It's your time. Be the dream that you envision.
And do this with your heart wide open. That may be one of the hardest things we're being asked to do, is to be in love and light, 100% of the time now, because that's the energies and frequencies that are here. And so, not to say that you won't ever have a negative moment, but we're asking and being asked to step into that frequency as if we are that, because we are that. So all of these things are part of bringing you to that place of peace and love and joy and happiness. And it doesn't mean that we don't see sometimes the difficulties and the challenges and, experiencing those here, because we are in human form. We do experience the lower densities. But it is our choice on how we choose to walk through this life with grace and ease and love in our hearts, or with negative and pessimistic and negative energies. That's up to us.
With that said, thank you so much for listening to our message. Now, my dear friends, I want to come to you in humbleness and ask a grand favor of each of you. You all have been so supportive of SAI, and we so appreciate everything that you bring to the table. Now, as you know, each of us has our own gifts and talents, and each of us has our own mission that we're here to do on this planet. Well, I have had a mission that's been beset to me for the past 10 years, and now it's ready to initiate. I've been told to go to England. I have a great work to do there. And much like my brother Rion from Team Light, I too am a grid worker, as many of you out there. And as you know, there's much to do out there in England. So I've a beautiful angel that has supplied me the money to be able to get to my goal. So if you're listening to this between now, September, and the end of November, here's what I ask. Anyone that can assist in this endeavor, because I need the monies to survive while I'm over there. For any donation of $25 and above, either US or Euro, will receive a free digital download of all 4 of my CDs. And for any donation of $50 and above, either US or Euro, you will receive their choice of any CDs signed by yours truly, as well as an exclusive autographed copy of my new book, Now is the Time. That's right, I've completed my book. A lot of people have been waiting a long time for this. And to sweeten the deal, any donation of 100 or more, either US or Euro, will receive a free session from me as well as signed CD of your choice. So there you have it. Simply go to my website, Standswithbear.com, click on the donation button in the upper right corner, and I thank you each and every one for your kindness and love through these many years of this journey. And where it has led me. It is because of you I continue to create for the world. I thank you each from the bottom of my heart.
And also, if any of you live in England, Glastonbury or Wales or any of these types of regions and have any contacts or people that you know that would be interested in hosting him, having him out there, or possibly even playing some of his beautiful flute music, as he's going to be bringing that out there as well.
Yes, I am. I'm bringing my flutes and some of my equipment
So, and for those of you who have not heard his music, it's absolutely divine. So please contact him directly and from his website, and maybe you can have some contacts for him. That would be great. So we really thank you guys for listening, and you can go to my website as well if you're interested in looking around there at lightstarcreations.com. And I have some, my artwork and my oracle cards that you can buy on there, and also my alignment jewelry. And for those of you who would like to have a private session with myself and Standswithbear, we actually provide a session called Activational Co-Creative Therapy Session. And it's a full 2-hour session with both of us, so we really kind of go into depth for you. And you can read about that on our website at starseedallianceinternational.com. And you can go to our session page and read about that. We love you guys, and we send you blessings and light along your pathway. And I think that's it.
And just to let you know, Lightstar's new jewelry that she's created is crazy cool.
It's crazy cool.
Yeah, you definitely got to check it out. Now, once again, my website, standswithbear.com. Donation button's up on the right-hand side. Hey, guys, seriously, even if you donate $1, that's contributing your energy to the cause of what I'm about to do. And that would be definitely appreciated. Now, you can also contact me through my email at swb@standswithbear.com. We love you all very much. Keep shining. Keep your eyes to the sky. And do what you do best. Shine on, shine on, shine on.
See you soon. Much love and blessings. Namaste.